Welcome to the Women Warrior Podcast. I am your host, Jen Michelle. Today, I am accompanied by a remarkable woman. She is a women and children's advocate. I am with Jeanine Hernandez. So, Jeanine, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
For being here. So, I just want to jump right in because you are an advocate, to say the least, for women and children. So, share your story. You know, how did you get involved, or why are you, I should say, a women and children's advocate?
I am a victim of child abuse, sexual and domestic violence, and I'm also a survivor of rape and domestic violence in my teen years and adult life.
Yeah. And now you're an advocate.
And now I'm an advocate for children and women. I am with NOVA, the National Organization for Victims Assistance. I am a credentialed advocate nationally for sexual assault, domestic violence, and child abuse.
So what made you want to kind of turn pain into advocating? Because I know that's hard as well.
I want to say, there was a conversation. I was very triggered back when there was, a Brett Kavanaugh trial. I don't know if anyone remembers that. And it made me say, I can't live like this anymore. I have to face it, and I have to heal. And that started my healing journey. And I met a couple of women in another organization, and we started from there. And I just grew, and I just kept going because no one is ever fully healed.
Yes.
I'm not fully healed, but I am healed enough to know that I want to be there for other women who they don't want to speak, or they're afraid, or a child who's terrified to say anything. That's basically it. That's why I do what I do. I want to help everybody.
Yeah. Well, also the fact that I feel like you could relate to them and know what they need.
Absolutely.
And I think that's really important. I feel like, so many people want to advocate, but I feel like it touches or pulls on certain chords when you know what people have went through.
It's true.
And just to say that you knew it was time to heal, and you had your aha moment. How has that journey been with healing? Because that's not easy. A lot of people stay in a state of, they can maybe their pain is anger, or you decided to make your pain advocacy and love and support. So,
I had to let that hate go.
Okay.
I have a lot of hate in my heart. I had
Yes.
a lot of hate in my heart, especially for my abuser that I was as a child. He is still living, which, whatever. This is his hell, I feel like. But if I carried that hate any longer, it wasn't doing anything for me. It wasn't doing anything to him. Mm-hmm. It was destroying me. It made me be like an overbearing mother.
Yeah.
I didn't trust anyone with my child. I still don't, my son is a grown man. He is 34 years old, and I'm still like, hello.
He's still your baby.
That's right. But I knew it was time.
Yeah.
It was time for me to let go. It was time for me. I'm married to my husband. It'll be 25 years next week. And I have to tell you, it was 18 years in. And not to say I didn't love my husband.
Yes.
That's not what I'm going to say. I love my husband, and I know he loves me. I was having heart surgery. And, all these crazy things that my health comes with, my child abuse, I know that that's where it all stems from.
Yes.
And I was laying in the hospital bed, and I looked over and saw my 6-foot husband, who's probably built, he's a 300-pound man, sitting in a folding chair, sleeping. And I was like, oh, my God. And that's when I felt all the walls, holy shit, this man really does love me.
Yeah.
I never felt worthy of that love, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. But you realize that you are.
I am. I absolutely am.
And you are helping other women and children realize what it feels to be loved, that they're worthy. For any woman that's on here and maybe they've been through similar situations as you, or maybe they're still holding on to anger, which rightfully so. I would be,
absolutely.
Rightfully so. Your emotions and how you feel, you're entitled to. But what would you tell them to do if maybe they have to start the healing process, because it changed your life?
It did. It honestly did. It changed how I looked out at the world. It changed how I looked at other people. I educated myself. I just went full in. I was like, no way. I am going to do everything I can to help other people. This is what I want to do. This is what I always wanted to do. I couldn't go. I had a child very young. I couldn't go to school, like, but I was like, no, because he always came first to me. And he still will always come first to me. So I just did it. I just dove in and said, I'm going to go. I'm going to be an advocate. I'm going to do this. I'm going to help women. I'm going to help children. I'm going to help anyone who's a victim. Yeah. Don't be a victim. Be a survivor. Let's move past that. And that's basically what I did. And therapy. I'm not going to say. I did therapy. I had a counselor. I spoke to them. I did whatever I needed to do to heal myself. And some people want to hold that hate, and that's okay. Like, they have to do what's best for them. Yes. I could not, because I was in a very dark place, and I just don't want to do that. Yeah. So, but I think finding,
like your purpose within this healing. So knowing that you needed healing, right? And knowing that now it changed your life to where you're doing so many incredible things within the community as well. You're certified for a bunch of things as well, right? Didn't you get some certifications along the way? What were they?
I did credentialing for advocacy. I'm a credentialed advocate for domestic violence, for sexual assault, and for child abuse. So that's like so many. I don't even remember 4,000 hours of. It was a lot, and then getting signatures and all that, and going. And I flew across the country and held walks for other organizations. For child abuse, I was like, okay, I'll do it. I'll jump in and I'll help you, and I'll do whatever I can to get the word out. It's all about awareness, because people like to close the door on abuse. You could try calling someone for domestic violence or child abuse or sexual assault. They'd rather hang up on you because they don't want to face the fact that it's actually happening. Yeah.
Which is scary.
It's very scary, but it's very true.
Yeah.
People don't want to hear it.
And I just find that so odd. Look, if you know this is happening, why don't you want to know? Why don't you want to just close the door? What can people do to what would you recommend to somebody? Let's say, again, I'm talking to the woman that's on here that probably needs to hear this conversation.
She needs to be ready to take that step. Reach out to someone, find a safe spot. There are a lot of organizations that can help you. There are a lot of people that can help you. I mean, she can reach out to you. Give her my number. I'll gladly sit on the phone for hours and speak to somebody, because I know what it feels like not to be heard. They're afraid, and it's okay to be afraid, because you know what? They're called liars, or stop making this up. I myself was called, like, how dare you say this in our family? What are you, crazy? Like, okay.
Yeah, and this is my truth. I'm sorry.
It was my truth, but at 14, I almost took my own life because, someone in my family said I was a liar. Yeah. And to keep my mouth shut. And, meanwhile, I was like, oh, okay. I'm walking around. I went to 4th grade with 2 black eyes. That's okay. Like, what is wrong with you people? Yeah. So I swore when I had that baby, as soon as I got pregnant, I was like, bye. Yeah. I'm going to do my thing.
Yeah. But you turned what has happened into something so much bigger than probably you ever imagined. And I know now you're an advocate and all these things. For the woman that is on here, how could they reach out to you? Because what you're doing, it's God's work. And you know what? It's so funny because nobody ever knows what somebody has ever been through. You're right. And you shouldn't judge, and people should be kinder because you don't know. I agree. But I just feel like what you're doing, there were so many other scenarios or roads you could have led down, but instead you wanted to help and heal and get educated and use your voice, and now that's what you're doing. Yeah. So I hope that you recognize how strong of a woman you are, and that's why I wanted you on here, because it's a Women Warriors. I don't know any other person I would want sit across from me to have this conversation. No, I am. I'm always so grateful to meet incredible women like you, but you really are an angel. Like, and if you see anyone, wait, real quick, if you see anyone around me, I want to know. I've been thinking about you all day. Sorry, is he? Okay, sorry. But that is why I did want you on, because I wanted to highlight a woman warrior, and people do need to know people like you and to be inspired, or hopefully it gives them hope to know that, your past is your past. Don't let it dictate your future.
Your past does not define you. Your story does not define you. You need to know that you have a voice. You just have to speak up. And if you need someone to amplify it, I'm here.
Yep. So how could they find you if anyone needed to reach out or help, or you just want to have a conversation?
I'm on Facebook, Jeanine Hernandez. On Instagram, Jeanine423, I think it is. pretty sure I have my phone number, or they can reach out to you. I don't know if I should put my phone number out there.
No.
Oh, okay.
You can reach out to Women Warriors Collab and just tell me that you would like to talk to Jeanine. I will connect you, because here at Women Warriors, we are here about helping women, not just in business, but personally, professionally, and knowing that you have a safe space. You know, to create safe spaces for women is one of the biggest things, because nobody knows what it's like to be a woman more than women ourselves, but to walk the walk and to go through certain things in life, to know that you have someone that's been there and can guide you. This is why I wanted to highlight Jeanine. Jeanine, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. I really
appreciate
joining
me. Thank you. And one more question.
Yes, ma'am.
Women Warriors. What makes you a woman warrior?
I'm just, I don't know. I don't consider myself a warrior, but I mean, I guess what I do. Just trying to help everyone. Just be kind. It takes nothing to be kind.
Nothing.
Be honest, be kind, and always be willing to help somebody.
Yes.
That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So guys, make sure to tune in, and next week we are actually diving a little bit deeper into Jeanine's advocacy. So tune into the next episode, like, share, comment, and thank you so much. And again, for any woman that is on here that needs to speak or anything, this is why we are here. Please feel free to reach out. I will connect you to Jeanine, and always sit with the Women Warriors. The conversation is always different.